The moment you open your mouth to explain yourself, you have already lost. Picture it. Someone questions your competence in a meeting. A partner twists your words at dinner. A stranger online accuses you of something you didn't even do. You feel the heat rise in your chest. Your brain screams, clarify, justify, defend. And in that exact second, you hand them your throat. Because the world doesn't judge you by the truth of your words, it judges you by the desperation of your delivery. The one who explains is the one who submits. The one who defends is the one who accepts the other person's authority to judge them. But what if you refuse that role entirely? It starts at 5 years old. A parent or teacher accuses you of something. The only escape is explanation. I didn't break it. It fell. He hit me first. You learn fast. Authority figures hold the power of judgment, and your survival depends on convincing them you're good. The problem: you grew up. Your psyche didn't. You're still walking around projecting that authority figure onto everyone you meet. Your boss, your partner, the stranger on the internet. Every time you defend yourself, your nervous system is broadcasting one message to everyone in the room. You are the judge. I am the child. Please accept my plea so I can feel safe. And people feel that. They don't know they feel it, but they do. The ones who want power over you, they feast on it. Here's the brutal truth Machiavelli understood. Power is never about who is right. It's about who controls the frame. The moment you begin explaining, you surrender the frame. You're no longer setting the terms of reality. You're reacting to someone else's. A lion doesn't explain its hunt to the gazelle. Someone says, "You're being incredibly selfish right now." The old you fires back. "No, I'm not. I stayed late for the team. I covered for you last week. I'm just tired." Defensive, predictable, weak. The Machiavellian you. You hold eye contact, face completely neutral. You let the silence sit for 5 and 6 seconds. Do you know what happens in that silence? The human brain is terrified of unacknowledged aggression. The attacker expected resistance. When none comes, the aggression has nowhere to land. It falls back on them. They speak again to fill the void. I mean, you're not always selfish. Just right now. Why are you looking at me like that? They are now defending themselves against your silence. You haven't said a single word. The power has already flipped. Sometimes silence isn't enough. Words become unavoidable. There's a third option. Agree with the fact. Not the insult, not the framing. Just the fact. You're right. The report has errors. I'll fix it. Flat, calm, no justification, no apology spiral. You never addressed the incompetent part. You took ownership of the action, but not the character assassination. When you throw a rock into fog, nothing happens. No thud, no rebound. It just disappears. Insecure people fight to the death to prove they're right. Secure people say, "My bad," and move on. If someone challenges you, don't answer inside their question. Step completely outside it. Why are you always so late? Defensive you. There was traffic. My alarm didn't go off. Losing. Machiavellian you. Why does my arrival time affect your mood so deeply? One sentence. The spotlight is back on them. You control the frame now. You're being ridiculous. What makes you feel the need to use labels like that to get your point across? You are psychoanalyzing them in real time. This is infuriating to anyone who wanted you on the back foot. Sometimes the most powerful response is to simply refuse to be insulted. You're so obsessed with money, you're greedy. Defensive. No, I'm not. I just want to provide for my family. Boring. Predictable. Machiavellian. You caught me. I actually swim in a vault of gold coins like Scrooge McDuck every Tuesday. It's terrible for my back. You turned their serious attack into a joke. You established that you are the one framing reality. Their knife is now peeling an apple. This is amused mastery. The attitude of a parent watching a toddler throw a tantrum. You don't argue with the toddler. You stand up, look down, smile. When you defend yourself, you are screaming with the toddler. Don't do that. Here's what none of the tactics matter without. Why does it hurt when someone attacks you? Because they are touching a wound that already exists. If I told you that you have green skin, you wouldn't get angry. You'd laugh. But if someone calls you a failure and you feel the urge to defend, it's because somewhere inside, a part of you suspects they might be right. The real work isn't learning better responses. It's looking into your own darkness, owning your flaws, accepting your shadow completely. When you know you're capable of selfishness, and someone calls you selfish, you say, sometimes yes. You cannot shame a person who has already accepted themselves. You cannot expose someone who has nothing left to hide. That is what untouchable actually means. For the next 7 days, no unsolicited explanations. None. If you're late, I'm late. Full stop. If you spill coffee, I spilled the coffee. No blame. If someone misreads you, let them. Sit in the discomfort of that. Feel how violent the urge is to fix their perception of you. And let that urge burn to ash. You are reclaiming energy you've been leaking your entire life into the approval of people who were never actually the judge. The strongest presence in any room is usually the quietest one. Not because they have nothing to say, because they've learned their words are currency, and they don't spend it chasing verdicts that were never real. Don't explain. Don't justify. Let silence do what words never could. If this reached the part of you that's tired of performing for everyone else, you already know what to do.